It's garden bed day. Ozzy's taking me to Home Depot and we are going to get the supplies we need to make 3 more garden beds. We've already made one just to make sure that we get it all right and that we like how it turned out. So now we're gonna make 3 more to complete what we want for the garden, and we'll show you what we're doing. Got Michigan State flower in full bloom this spring. Okay, it's the next day. We did a lot of yard work yesterday, so we just kept rolling with it and pushed the garden beds another day. So we're doing it today. Here is what we're making. So we've got that one done and we're gonna make 3 more. And this is Brad's project. He knows a lot more than I do, so I'm gonna let him tell you what's going on.
So we saw some plans online that were kind of similar to these, but we modified a few things, and I'll get to that. These are 12 foot by 4 foot beds. These here are cut to 4 feet in length. So the interior is 4 foot. So this is 4 foot. These are 12 foot. These are 10 3/4. We bought this galvanized sheeting that's, I think, for roofing. Those come in 8 foot by 36 inches, so 3 foot, 8 foot by 3 foot, and we cut them down to fit inside. So there's a little bit of waste there, but we initially built them 3 feet high, and Mary panicked and said they're too tall. Let's see, normal trim screws with the small heads for putting these trim boards on. Oh, and these trim boards are just 1x3. All the wood we used is galvanized, pressure treated. The screws that we use to hold the sheeting on, they're specifically made for roofing as well. They have these little rubber gaskets underneath to keep the water from running in behind it and getting into the wood. We have a couple 2x4s that fit on the inside to keep them from, ballooning out. And same with this cable. So I haven't seen anyone do this yet. Everyone else is putting like another 2x4 up here, but I figured it would take up too much room and Mary wouldn't like it. And I feel like, and it's not being held together by tape, I promise. It's being held together by ferrules, which we can show you later on how those go together. All together. Oh, this I don't know, tar paper, something like that. We apply it, and then it's not really sticky, but we kind of just smush it in there, and then we use a heat gun to kind of melt the tar behind it. You can kind of see it, especially on this one, how it kind of smeared out. But stuff's seems really durable, and it gets really hard after it's been applied. So yeah, I think that's it. Oh, we use pocket hole joinery for all of the framing of the 2x4s. You can see it here. It's the Kreg jig and the Kreg screws all together. It costs about a little over $200 for a bed, so not too bad. So there's that.
All right, so there's all the things. So now we're gonna start cutting the boards and getting everything ready to make the next 3. And I'll show you some clips of how that's all going. surprise, surprise, it's another day. But we got all the boards cut and now we're going through and putting them together. We're just hanging out here waiting for Brad to get home today so we can finish up the garden beds. We are determined to finish them today so that we can move on to other projects like cleaning up this pond, getting the soil ready for them all, starting a compost area, just a lot of other things on our mind that we want to do, but this project has taken a lot out of us. It's definitely a long process, just monotonous. It's not very difficult. There's a lot of steps and a lot of work that goes into it. Originally wanted to do 6, but we changed that up. They turned out a lot bigger than what I had pictured. You know, they're 12 by 4, which, you know, 12 by 4 is 12 by 4, but they look a lot bigger than I was expecting. So we are changing some things around, and you know, we changed the location of where we're putting them. We've been watching where the sun goes throughout the day, and I feel pretty comfortable that 4 will be enough, and we have them, you know, mapped out in a spot that's going to get great sun all, you know, most of the day. So feel really good with that. We're just going to change our plan to 4. So last time we did get all of the 12-foot sides put together and done. So today we are going to cut the sheet metal, put that onto the sides, put the 4-foot boards along the sides, put the trim piece on the top, secure it together with those steel wire in the middle. It should be good. So when Brad gets home, we're going to go right into it. I'll get some clips of us doing it. I also want to mention that I'll put the list of everything that we purchased for this project in the description box. If that's something, if you see these and you want to see what we did and see what material we used, you can check that out in the description. So we'll put that there. Brad will put that there. That's Brad's job. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with us while we make these beds, and I can't wait to show you what they hold for us and what will come out of them and how this is going to go for the summer. So make sure you subscribe and like this video if you like what we're doing. We'll continue to give you some updates all throughout the summer and see how this goes. All right, thank you.
Welcome back, friends.
We are finishing these garden beds today, and it's the last thing we do. I sound like a broken record, but I put the sides on all by myself, and now we're trimming out the top, and we're done. Third time's a charm. We really mean it this time. Today is the day we're finishing it, so let's wrap this project up. Okay, so real talk, that was a big project. We knew it was going to take a while, but we kept having high hopes that we could get it done in a short amount of time. And we started that project April 8th. That was our trip to Home Depot to get all of the supplies. And we just placed those last Saturday, which was the 27th. So almost 3 weeks that took. One thing about us is that we are super busy. We are rarely home on the weekends just to work on these things because we just have so much going on. So we filled every bit of free time that we had with these garden beds, and my husband's a real trooper. This was a labor of love, and I'm so happy we got them done. We're getting some soil delivered tomorrow from a local place that does bulk soil. So we get to fill them and start putting some things that will do well in cold because it's still been pretty cold. That was a big thing for us too, fighting rain and just freezing temperatures outside to do these garden beds. A lot of the time we just had to call it quits because we were just not in it. So luckily we had enough few days of sun and nicer weather that we could get them done. So anyway, like I said before, I'll put the list of everything that we got in the description. So if you're interested in seeing what we got and how we did ours, you can check that out. It's a big weight off our shoulders to have this done, and now we can focus on everything else in the house and in the yard. So very happy. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along this journey with us and seeing how we're doing our garden beds. Yeah. Now we just have to fill them and garden. All right. Make sure to subscribe and like this video if you liked it. Like this video if you want to see more of Brad in these videos. And we'll do our best to comply. All right. Thanks, guys.